Hello everybody, it's Smeep here coming at you one more time from the Game Throne, and today we're bringing you a very special episode of the Dark Souls run through. The reason this episode is special is because it covers two optional areas, the Great Hollow and Ash Lake, that you do not need to complete in order to complete the game. Also covers how to get down to the bottom of Blighttown through the back door or the quick way, which requires that you have the master key or that you have unlocked this gate from the other side earlier on in the game. Most of this video will be fast forwarded. That is because we've already covered these routes several times in previous videos. So if you're unsure how to get to these areas, please check previous videos in this series and you'll more than likely find the answer that you are looking for. Once you get to Firelink Shrine, head down the stairs, do a little U-turn, head down these stairs and go to the lift and go down said lift. Once you're at the bottom of the lift, continue down. Turn right, go right again through this archway and you'll find a gate. If this gate is locked and you do not have the master key, you cannot continue to follow this video and you'll need to go down to Blighttown the long way. That video is already on this channel. Cross the wooden planks and we're now heading through the back entrance to Blighttown. This area is still guarded, so please keep your eyes open. As I mentioned in the previous Blighttown video, if you get poisoned, I wouldn't bother curing it, just keep moving. If you do, however, end up afflicted with toxic, it's worth curing. If you want the key to the back door, it's on the left in this treasure chest here. We collected this in a previous run through, but it's worth picking up just in case you found this way into Blighttown via another method. The same rule applies wherever you see torchlight or ladders. We're going to head down at those points. Most of the ladders you can roll off, but if you're worried, climb onto the ladder, stay stationary and then hold in B and you'll slide down the ladder just as quickly. As you can see, we're just dropping off towards the torchlight in every single opportunity that we get to. Keep following the path, always towards the torches, always down the ladders. Eventually you'll come to this rotating series of platforms. Just drop off onto here, be prepared to continue forward, roll off, turn right, drop to this little platform, and then we are at the base of Blighttown. Now from here, if you want to fight the boss, turn right, but if you do not want to fight the boss or you've already cleared them and you are just coming back to get the two hidden areas that are in Blighttown, turn left. Once more, quick reminder, it's not worth curing the poison. Every time you cure it, it's just going to come back due to the swamp. Once you turn left, on your left will be a bonfire that we've covered in a previous video, but just in case, you can dip into this sewer gate and use the bonfire here. Once you have done so, head away from the bonfire and turn left again. We are now going to keep running all the way along the edge of Blighttown, or all the way along the edge of the swamp, until you see this huge tree with a branch running up its side. Worth remembering that this guide does not cover all of the items, so please feel free to explore. Once you get to where the plank shield is, roll through this wall. Feel free to open the chest. And then we're going to go through another illusory wall. Now, I'm going to give you the biggest warning that I can. We are going to rest at this bonfire and do not rest at any bonfires after this point, whether or not you have homeward bones. I repeat, we are going to rest at this bonfire and not a single bonfire further. Now this area is quite difficult to describe, but simply put, whenever you can see a ledge to drop off onto, do so. Head down the first branch, follow it all the way along. You'll reach a platform. Keep following the only path that you can. Back onto this branch. You'll then see another branch intersecting it. We're going to do a U-turn to our left, you'll land at another platform. And down below, you'll see another branch just like the first one. We're going to roll off and land on there. This is by no means the fastest way, but this way works. Roll off onto the next branch, and you're starting to get the idea. Turn around, continue down the tree, following the branches along, and you have another drop off. Head back underneath yourself. Drop off onto this branch that you can see on the right, then drop off onto the lower branch, and once more drop to the branch beneath you. Eventually you'll be close enough that you can land on this what looks like a giant nest. Please beware, there are enemies here and they can do some significant damage to you. Drop below, collect this item. You don't have to do it that way. You can drop down any of those little holes. All we're doing is looking for another way to go down from this nest, but there is a branch this time without dropping off. Follow that branch all the way down. Once again, there are plenty of items you can collect if you choose to explore this area, but we're just looking to get from top to bottom as quick as possible. Once you start seeing these mushroom caps, you know you are near the bottom. The path is fairly linear from here. Head onto the mushroom caps, following the left-hand wall around. And we are now at the bottom of the Great Hollow. However, there is another area that we need to explore whilst we are here. Again, I strongly recommend do not sit at any bonfires, regardless of if you have a homeward bone or not. Head forward through this fog door, follow the only path that you can, and you'll see on the right there's a bonfire that is tempting you to sit at it. Do not. I will keep this area as spoiler free as possible, but due to the size and scope of the area, that is not an easy task. Head all the way down the sand dunes and keep running until you reach the very end. And for one final time, there are plenty more items to grab in this area. I'm just not covering them in this run through. The idea is just to show you how to get from A to B. Okay, once you've done everything that you need to do in this area, either use a homeward bone or run out into the water and kill yourself. That way, rather than having to climb back up the tree, you spawn at the bonfire at the top of the tree. This will save you so much time. If you are even more confident, you can just not use a bonfire all the way down and spawn back at either Firelink or the Undead Parish bonfire. However, that's a little much to take on in one go, so I recommend resting at the bonfire at the top of the Great Hollow, then using a homeward bone and or killing yourself, and you can head back through Blighttown the same way that I've shown in a previous video. I will let this video play out so that you can see the route, but it will be fast forwarded. This has already been covered in a previous video. Just go to my channel to find out more. Whilst this is playing out, I've been Smeep from the Game Throne. If you could please do all the things that YouTube has asked you to do, it makes a huge difference. Every single comment makes a massive difference for such a tiny channel where some of my videos have got 1 or 2 views. When there's a comment on there, it jumps to 50 or 60. That's so big to us. In the meantime, if you have any Dark Souls questions, please pop them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer. I absolutely love this series and I know Dark Souls 1 especially almost inside and out. It's a fantastic game. I hope you're enjoying playing it, and if I can help you, I will. Catch you on the flip side. Peace!